From the earliest days of the Republic, the vision of railroads was nothing short of revolutionary. Leaders imagined iron arteries stretching across untamed landscapes, connecting distant cities and regions, creating a cohesive national identity while fueling economic growth. Maps from the 1830s and 1840s show nascent rail lines inching westward, each track symbolizing ambition, innovation, and a belief in America's manifest destiny. But laying these tracks was far from simple. Engineers faced mountains, rivers, deserts, and endless prairies, deploying technological innovations that were cutting edge for their time. Steam locomotives roared through valleys, their black smoke marking progress yet also foreshadowing environmental change. These iron marvels were more than transportation. They represented a promise of unity and prosperity. Yet, beneath the grand narrative, the cost was mounting. Indigenous lands were eyed for expansion. Immigrant laborers were recruited under grueling conditions, and local economies braced for disruption. How could one nation unify so rapidly without leaving deep scars on the land and its people? These questions demand reflection as we trace the story of the railroad's ambitious birth. The railroads, celebrated as symbols of progress, simultaneously sowed division. Indigenous communities bore the brunt of expansion, their ancestral lands seized or destroyed, cultural practices disrupted, and social structures dismantled. Families were uprooted, sacred sites bulldozed, and centuries-old ways of life erased. Meanwhile, the labor force, largely Chinese and Irish immigrants, endured dangerous conditions. Explosions, landslides, and frostbite claimed thousands of lives, often unrecorded, their stories largely absent from history books. Railroad monopolies compounded these inequalities. Wealth concentrated in the hands of tycoons, while small farmers and towns faced exorbitant freight rates, limiting economic opportunity and entrenching regional divides. The iron tracks promised prosperity, but delivered unevenly, reinforcing social stratification. What lessons can we draw from this duality of progress, where innovation and exploitation were inseparable? Railroads transformed the environment in unprecedented ways. Forests were cleared to make room for tracks, wildlife habitats disrupted, and rivers diverted to accommodate infrastructure. steam locomotives required immense coal consumption, producing dense smoke that polluted air and water, marking the early footprint of industrial environmental degradation. Railroads facilitated rapid extraction of timber, minerals, and other resources, giving rise to boom towns that thrived and collapsed almost overnight. These settlements often left behind ghost towns and ecological scars, a tangible reminder of progress at any cost. Beyond immediate destruction, the alteration of landscapes reshaped human settlement patterns and ecosystems, with long-term consequences still visible today. How should a nation reconcile the tangible benefits of connectivity with the lasting damage imposed on nature and communities? Despite the costs, the railroads left an enduring physical and societal legacy. Tracks, bridges, and stations remain integral to commerce and transportation, linking cities and states decades later. Socially, historical divisions persist. Urban centers grew wealthy, rural communities struggled. Industrial powerhouses outpaced agricultural regions. Economic and political dynamics shaped by rail expansion continue to influence America's development. The lessons of the railroad era resonate today. Large infrastructure projects must balance progress with equity, labor rights, and environmental stewardship. By understanding these historical complexities, we gain perspective on contemporary debates over transportation, sustainability, and social justice. Modern rail debates echo the past. High-speed rail projects promise efficiency and environmental benefits, yet face political, financial, and social hurdles. Recognizing the darker history of railroads, efforts now aim to honor displaced communities and laborers, integrating reconciliation with progress. As we look forward, America has the chance to design infrastructure that connects without destroying, that unites without deepening inequalities, and that respects both human and environmental costs. The railroads teach us that every track laid carries both opportunity and responsibility, a lesson crucial for shaping the nation's future. Will we repeat the mistakes of the past, or learn to build with justice, foresight, and respect for all?